Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, today I want to talk about one opportunity or great opportunity that we can actually look out for. Okay, I'm foreseeing we probably can go for about 200 to 300 pips on a GBPUSD pair. Okay, so of course there are certain homework that you guys need to do. Okay, I'll go through in detail, okay, shortly, but before that, make sure that you read the disclaimer. Okay, trading in a forex exchange carries high risk. Okay, this is only an educational video. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so we are looking at a GBPUSD. Okay, so we start off with the bigger time frame on a daily, on a weekly. As you can see on a weekly, okay, so GBPUSD has been trending quite bullish strongly since the Brexit deal has been finalized. Okay, and now officially Britain is out of European Union. It's been almost about 40 days exactly from the beginning of the new year. Okay, so now the pair is actually approaching 1.38. okay, close is just touching the resistance at the 138. okay, so will the pair fall down or rotate down before continues bullish? Because we have another strong resistance around 142 or 143, the highest it made. That was almost about 3 years ago. Okay, end of January. Okay, so I think it's a high time that probably GU or GBPUSD pound dollar will probably test that resistance. Okay, and if you look at on the Fibonacci level, I think it's touching almost about 78.6%. so I'm foreseeing, okay, we have some opportunity to actually counter trade the counter trend for the time being. Okay, to take almost about 200-300 pips here. Okay, and also you can see, okay, I think it's losing its momentum. Okay, so it might actually retrace back about 200-300 pips or even more, okay, before continues a bullish move, or if not, at least retrace back almost about 150 or 200 pips. Okay, so there's a rising wedge is coming up. Okay, and then it's also touching the probably psychological number or big round number at 138. So these are some of the reasons that I'm actually quite confident, okay, or we have a slightly higher probability that GU will probably make a retracement or pullback. Okay, whether it makes a 300 or 400 pips, only time will tell, but I will guess at least we can look out for 150 to 200 pips. Okay, so you can see clearly from this low to that high. Okay, even about 50% retracement, it's going to come around 135. That's almost about 250 pips. If you're talking about 62% retracement, that will come to almost about 135. That's almost about 300 pips. Okay, so this is and also the uptrend trend line on a 4-hourly or daily, they are sitting nicely around 38% fever retracement or about 50% fever retracement. Okay, so we go to a lower time frame. Okay, I already made a short entry, but of course my stop loss is actually slightly bigger, almost about 50 pips. I'm putting my stop loss around 50 pips from now, which is around about 138.50. okay, because I'm looking at almost a reward of about 200 pips, so that's almost about 1 to 4. okay, but actually you can go for even 1 to 3 or 1 to 2. okay, I think it's still quite a good risk reward trade that for you guys can take. Okay, so as I mentioned, 138 is a big round number. Okay, and I'm foreseeing at least we'll make some kind of retracement, and then we can actually buy on dip around this region to continue the bullish trend. Okay, because I don't think, because it made a high about a week back around 137.60. okay, we said I think a week back or 2 weeks back it won't breach this level, it will make a retracement, which it did exactly. And then we also was anticipating it will make a one higher high, which it made today. Okay, so it broke this 137.60, and now it's hitting this resistance 138. So I will guess it most likely will it's a high time or high probability that it will make a retracement. even if you don't get about 100 or 200 pips, but definitely I will say maybe at about 50 or 60 pips, okay, you'll get it. But my projection or my bias still that GU will make a deep pullback. Okay guys, so just make sure that you have a stop loss if you want to go short or take a risk right now. Just go for a 50 pips risk, or maybe 60 pips risk, okay, or you can even put a stop loss around 138.30 or 38.40. okay, that's about 30-40 pips right now, and then just target almost about 200 pips or 300 pips like I mentioned it. But of course you also need to ensure, okay, like I mentioned, okay, before beginning of the thing, just make sure that you have to follow GBP headline news and also trail your profit after it reaches, or it made a, what do you call, once it goes down to, okay, break this low or support. Okay, so the moment you break this support around 137.60, then you can start to trail your profit or break even. Okay, because this is a bit of a first support, and I believe it will make a what do you call, higher low, then I try to make a low high. So if you don't want to take a risk here, wait for the breakout of this support. Okay, it makes a lower low here, okay, and then it comes up, make a higher low, sorry, a low high, and then you try to enter from here with a small stop risk, small stop loss, so your risk is quite small. Okay, so the option or the choice is yours. Okay, but currently I'm taking a bit of a risk, so I will just enter from here. But if you want a confirmation, then you just wait for breakout of this support and makes a lower low, and then wait for the pullback and then enter from here. Okay guys, so that's all. Thanks very much. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.